Hi there everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here doing the weekly reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings in addition to your Sun sign reading today for added clarity, or in case your Sun sign reading doesn't resonate with you this week for any reason. This is for the week of October 10th through to the 17th. With a continued focus on healing, I'm using the Healing with the Angel Oracle for your main spread today, and then as always drawing from the other decks for additional guidance, this week being the Wisdom of the Oracle and the Medicine cards. This is a general reading for your sign, Libra, so whatever is most prominent in your life this week, I encourage you to take these messages and apply them to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So, what does Libra need to know about healing this week? All right, so let's get a little idea of what's going on here, snapshot style, with all of the cards together, and then we'll look at these individually. So we're looking at a great deal of personal development and personal growth this week, primarily because I think you're just tired of things going maybe in circles or the way they're going, which there could be a rut that you find yourself in. So whether that sort of is something that's circular or something that seems to sort of be going nowhere, I think there's a decision either being made or already having been made, and now you're going to spend the week in process of developing how you do want things to progress here for you. Yeah, it just looks like you've made your mind up about something, having become very clear about how you want something to work out, as opposed to being clear only about what the issue is, which is a portion of problem solving, absolutely. But in terms of moving forward, everyone needs a plan to get out of a rut, or to get out of sort of circular behavior or ideologies or belief systems, etc. Could even be something that you've been letting yourself down with for a while, or if this is about a relation with someone else, it could be that you're just sort of done having this person let you down. And of course, as a general reading, this could, whatever is most prominent in your life this week that this is making sense toward, this could be your work environment, it could be a family member, of course, it could be a loved one here. But remember that you are a person too, so this could be something that you're just tired of doing against your own best interests, if it's not about a relation with someone else. And like I said, you're taking action, you're interested in how to move forward and in making the best outcome for yourself here. So that's what I'm getting, generally speaking, here. Let's look at these individually, Harmony being your central position card. Of course, this represents you. This is where I'm seeing that there is, at least at the very minimum, an interest in not moving forward the way things are, okay? There seems to be something that needs to be balanced out. Something is going in on an imbalanced way. That you're going to, or you feel at least the need this week to put your foot down on. And again, it could just be something that you're sort of tired of witnessing, or you're tired of experiencing, and you just need to decide for yourself, you're not going to do this anymore. Or further to that, you've identified what you don't want to do anymore, but you're making a plan about moving forward. And this is the development, the stage of excitement, right? It's the not only identifying what needs to be changed, but creating a vision for yourself in which to follow from here on out. And that's exciting. That's going to create waves in your life. It could be that someone else doesn't want you to progress, or someone else. Again, sometimes we can be our own worst enemy. So whether this is you or someone else, they may not have your best interest, or there could be a sense of sabotage here, subconscious or conscious. So really there's no need to spend a whole lot of time or any at all really in a blame game, right? The realization is the most impactful force here, and it's the force then that can help you move your own mountains, including moving out of your own way, as it were. And it could be that there's a development of attachments as well. And goodness knows, with especially Libra and Taurus too. So Venusian ruled signs are very interested in being liked. You have a vested, an innate vested interest in being liked and accepted and valued and considered, part of something. Relationships are very, very important to you. And this could be that you've been exposed to this or you've been aware of this. And yeah, like I said at the very beginning, it's just a matter of putting your foot down and saying, I choose a different road. There's a different path for me that I'm going to feel better about. I just need to put it into practice. Really without making excuses or really making anything up with regard to pleasing anyone else right now. Especially if it's about your truth and about your personal development. You don't have to let go of people necessarily. You certainly don't have to be rude or anything like that. You could even say if someone's, curious about sort of this behavior, this manifesting behavior or change in your vision for yourself, you could even say, I'm going to try something new. I'll let you know as things go, as they develop. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You just need to be true to yourself, okay? Here with miracles being in the influence to the current position, this is where I'm seeing that this is generating excitement. This is going to equal a sense of freedom for you. And no, it doesn't mean the end of likability. It doesn't mean the end of acceptance. It could be that there's a brand new circle of individuals who will show interest in what you're studying now or the path that you're taking. It's not that you're going to be alone, right? And I don't think there's really for anyone sort of establishing something new for themselves or demanding better for themselves. That alone, that point is a miracle, that you've identified it, that you're willing to step through it. And this is really just asking that the identification portion has been established. You really just need to take the next steps here and maybe even perhaps not worry or stop worrying or stop concerning yourself with the majority of your energy, at least with how this is going to be interpreted by other people or how this is going to be accepted, or even, issues around reputation, like what will people think of me? That type of thing is what I'm talking about here. So you're going to want to spend less energy on that. Stay authentic about your path here and about what you truly desire for your life and how you want to get out of a rut or get out of circular behavior or thinking or believing here. And treat this as a time of development, a time and a place for personal growth here. And with your probable outcome being focus, I see the week giving you energy. I mean, this is the reading is about, how to move ahead toward healing. So the focus here is on support. It's on moving ahead. It's getting what you need to move ahead. And primarily what we're looking at is feeling supported. Okay. And this is where I'm looking strictly at you being your own best friend this week. Ultimately, it's an extremely important practice in the first place, and perhaps I don't say it enough, but being one's own best friend is an enormous benefit to your own life, regardless of your other relationships, regardless of your romances and your business affiliations and so on and so forth, and including what people can expect from you, so to speak. You need to be true to yourself here, and this is really a week to put this into practice for yourself. And if for any reason you're finding difficult finding support outside yourself, I'm going to suggest really focusing on supporting yourself. Really focus on, I trust myself. I know what's best for me. I believe in myself. I know what to do next. Even something as simple as, I can do it. If there's any disbelief around moving forward, And certainly if this is about authenticity, again, you owe no one an explanation. People either catch up with you when they're ready to grow, or you meet people who share a kinship with you upon your development. So just remember here that the focus is on the self and personal development, and this is in process of healing, okay? And with the study being the general energy to the whole reading here, we're looking at information involved in the growth process. Let me just move these a little bit. So you can see one of the main themes here, of course, is the rainbow. This is about illumination. This is taking something from the idea stage and into the practice stage, right? You want to focus on what is available to you and how you're willing to progress here. Now, you don't have to make the changes this week and, have it complete 100% and, turn in that paper this week, so to speak. But it is suggested here that the time is ripe for you to at least begin this phase, okay? So trust in yourself enough this week, Libra, that you can begin this phase, that it's important for your own healing and self-interest, and indeed your own sense of harmony, okay? Your own sense of justice and equilibrium even, for you to take a stand for yourself and say, you know what, whatever it is that's on your mind when you're hearing this, that you think you've had enough of, then you now decide, okay, I've had enough of that, or I'm ready to let go of that. I'm ready to accept something new in its place. You don't have to think poorly of it, because it was just a part of you, okay? It was just a part of life. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we just take a different direction, and it's to be expected. It's a natural, normal part of growth as well, of personal growth or personal development. So if there's any sort of, you being hard on yourself for having lived a certain way or believed something up until a certain time, you don't need to be hard on yourself about that either. There's no reason to berate others or yourself. You just say, hey, you know what? I'm going to make a decision and move on and let go of any negative feelings around maybe what you had done or said or been up until now, because you're just not that person anymore, right? You're not that person anymore. And that's what personal development is. You're allowed not to be that person anymore. And your reputation is allowed to change, even if other people don't get it. Here with one of your outcome cards is why. Here we're looking at motivation, okay? We're looking at the reasons why you would be led to think and believe and behave within a certain degree, within a certain confine. Again, depending on the question or the concern that you have with regard to this personal development this week, we're looking at motivations. And it's a brilliant way to get deep into the study of what appeals to you, why it appeals to you, what you want to do with it, what it means to you. And again, with the focus and the support and the yearning for equilibrium here, it could be that something that is available to you that wasn't before, previous to this, or that it was and you weren't interested. So we're looking at issues around motivation, the big questions. Why do I do this? What do I think I'll get out of it? Okay, so all those big questions. And then if you review those in terms of motivation, well, I'm motivated to say or do or believe or act, etc. in this way because. And then once you deduce all that for yourself, I think things will become far more clear to you in the sense of study. And here, in especially being a sense of study of yourself, right? Like you're the concern, you're the issue, you're the concept this week. So I think there is an enormous possibility for personal growth this week that could feel like things are sort of fitting together, like it's going to feel rather effortless this week. And I mean, just by virtue of looking at miracles leading you into the week, it's like the decision almost made itself, or something is easy about it. Not that the process will be easy necessarily, or the hard work behind learning what the motivations are, or getting down to the nitty gritty of bringing it to life for yourself. But certainly this sense of, I'm being led in this direction and I feel really good about it. and it sits in your heart and your mind really easily. Look at Messenger here with the hawk. This is gorgeous. This could be available to you through a message as well. But the concept of study or the learning mechanism here is about messages. And again, with messages regarding what are you feeling in your body when you're going through this process, or looking again here at equilibrium, for example. How do you feel when you say or do or believe certain things, right? And again, with motivation, it could be a really easy fix for you regarding how do you feel when you say or do certain things, and what motivates you to do or say those things. And I think it's really going to come in a flash to you, Libra, in terms of, how to address what needs to be overcome toward healing this week. That I think that will come fairly easily to you. And I think a focus on being your own best friend, really believing in yourself, making sure you live the life that you want to live, notwithstanding what other people want and say and have or don't. Or expect from you, okay? You want to be your leader. You want to drive that car of your own life here, and this is definitely available to you. Remember, if you do need support of any kind, turn to yourself. It's a beautiful way this week, and it's a really great time here this week to learn how to do that. It will behoove you in the future, I promise. If you find that turning to yourself and ancestors who have been there for you in the past, and certainly God or Mother Mary or any archangel or guardian angels, absolutely do that as well. Here quickly with messenger and support, you can always be turning to someone whom you believe in, who's gone through something similar, or someone that you've always looked up to. Maybe you've idolized someone, and a lot of what they've done or said or believe is something that really ignites something in you. This could just be a matter of listening to them and understanding what motivated them and how they got through these processes. So again, there's a simple way to go about this. Get rid of the garbage, anything that's holding you back. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You just really need to figure out what you really want here and really take a leap of faith, because you can do it, Libra. So that is your reading for the week. I had a lot of fun doing this for you. If you have a second, please leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. And if you're not already, you can subscribe to my channel, because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Libra, take excellent care of yourself. Bye for now.